So how are you guys doing today?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. Well, I asked you guys to come together, and I think it would be great to just talk about the Nitro Bootcamp. Long time running idea that we've been, as you guys know, we've been working with JP Morgan Chase and our peer organizations like the Chamber and the African American Chamber and the City of Cincinnati to really create a program for small businesses. So I know we're known for startups, but this is a unique proposition that we're trying to create for small businesses, particularly women-owned and minority-owned businesses.
And I think when you talk about startups and you think about the technology that enables a lot of those startups, that a lot of times small businesses don't consider themselves startups because there's no technology as part of their underlying premise or business model. So that's one of the things that I think the Nitro Bootcamp is intended to bring about, is this application of sometimes free, sometimes easily accessible technologies, whether it's software, whether it's something to manage your database or to have video conferencing. And that's what I think is a cool thing, is it brings that accessibility to a whole new set of entrepreneurs who didn't think that they had anything to do with tech or tech enabled.
Yeah. And if you think about the pipeline, where all possible ideas on a paper towel or paper napkin or something that your buddy created or something that you did a business case study, all those ideas on top of the funnel, I think it's a real opportunity to start thinking about and reaching out to the small business community that have traditional businesses, have 3-4 years under their belt, and they really aren't necessarily thinking about how to enable their business and start thinking like a startup to have that incremental growth. Whether that's one more location or increasing their region in terms of where they get their sales, how to use technology that sometimes is either financially outside their reach or just they're busy dealing with keeping their business going, that they don't pause and say, how do I provide growth to my company, leveraging available technology?
Yeah, I think you and I were talking about that a bit, right? So, the entrepreneurs I know who, have started small businesses, they do it with a goal in mind, right? When they get to that goal, and they're fine with that, right? So programming their mindsets to understand how technology can help advance that goal or take them to the next level, right? Because there always is a next level in business, and I think that's what Nitro will help with as well.
Because I always use the example of, and I know I'm going to get called on it one day, and that's who was the used car dealership that came up with Carvana. So they know that business inside out, but with the power of attaching technology, existing technology, and I'm sure there was probably some customization work that they did, but they didn't reinvent e-commerce. But they were able to take that model, add it to their framework, and then now they're probably the most popular way to buy your used car these days.
Absolutely.
And I think especially when we talk about this specific demographic of underserved entrepreneurs who feel like technology is intimidating or it's not for them, or they're just going to have to build their business without it, because we're not talking about yet, at least we're not talking about augmented reality or haptic touch screens or any of that sort of stuff. We're talking about just simply applying some open sourced technology platforms, software platforms to your business. Entrepreneurs, tend to be pretty honest and sometimes pretty hard on themselves, and sometimes at the same stretch pretty ambitious, and their eyes may be too big for their stomach. But how are we going to, one, keep them engaged after this one-day boot camp, and two, make sure that they are that it's working? Right. So I just want to talk through some of the check-in process.
Good question. That's one of the things that both, I think, as a centrifuge organization, as well as JP Morgan's interest, as well as one of the driving principles of why these tech companies are excited about participating, is being able to track and to get real feedback from these 20-25 businesses of, does the software work? Did you use it? Why didn't you use it? How effective did you use it? And it's not like some of the data that we'd like to know before the program is the size of your business. What are some of the challenges that you have? What are your sales in terms of general terms, to be able to say over the time, and we'll be doing check-ins, I think every the first 90 days, 6 months period, and then kind of the 9-month period of, is it working? Did you grow your business? What are your challenges? And hopefully we and the small businesses that participate, as well as JP Morgan, say, well, this was an effort well, something that was well invested in. Let's keep this going. Let's do boot camp number 2. I think continuing to even graduate the participants in the first boot camp, they may be ready for that next level. Okay, now I'm really ready. I want to be a startup, so let me understand how blockchain works. Let me understand about these other things of applying technology not only to the operation of my business, but then my actual product, my actual service. I think that's where the centrifuge would be like, we're ready for you now.